Here's Ray in Maryland. Hey, Ray, I've got more stickers for you. They've been in the backseat of my car for about 3 weeks. As soon as I get to the post office, I'm going to drop them out to you.
Sounds good, man. I'm still in the biz for you.
I appreciate it. I know you said you wanted them. I have them. I just haven't gotten to the post office, but I will soon.
Yep. Good deal, man. But I'd better get one of those invitations to the red carpet premiere of the documentary with Saha. If Saha shows up, I definitely should be there.
Oh, right. That's right. And what did he say? There's going to be those searchlights going that's going to say E.T. in the air and all that. Yeah. I love the way that guy thinks, man. I wish he was a talent agent. I'd hire him immediately. He thinks big, man. I like the way he thinks.
I'm thinking Saha and I'll team up, and we'll be your representatives, man. We got you.
Couldn't get better reps than that, man. I wish I had an agent like that in my career. It's amazing.
Right on, man. Hey, dude, I'm going to bring my top 5 dual threats. And first of all, I got to give a shout out to my buddy Leslie in Austin, and she's called this idea in a few times, and she's been on it. So, and I love Leslie. Leslie, aloha, and so I wanted to give her props on it. But man, you're cool with honest, open opinion and stuff like that. I have a little bit of a critique about your. I think you've made the criteria a little too tight for your dual threat rules. Only because, especially the singing part, like somebody called in Geddy Lee. You were like, well, yeah, I like him, but he's not that. But to somebody, that's their greatest singer on the planet. And it's almost like you kind of tightened it up to where it had the dual threat had to play like Yngwie and sing like Pavarotti, or play like Eddie Van Halen.
Well,
and sing like
here's
Jeff
the
Tate.
thing, Ray. Ray, you're right. I agree. But here's the thing. And I think here's the distinction. I think that it's two different things. So it's almost two different shows. It's your favorite, or what you think, or what kind of is perceived as the best. So if it's your favorite, if it's just comes down to personal taste, we had somebody earlier that said Ty Tabor. That's great. That's his favorite. But again, Ty is not the primary singer. If you want to go with Rush, there's going to be people that love Geddy Lee's voice that don't. I was thinking more like universal, people that are considered virtuosos and not personal tastes in their respective areas. So I almost think it's two different shows. The next time I do it, I think it would be better, to your point, to frame it as your favorite dual threat. And this way you can have those people in there like that. I think that's probably just in the wording of it.
Yeah, but you even said what's perceived worldwide. That's still perception. So it's like, I don't know. There's a little. I think it should be a little looser as far as subjectivity.
And I think the way to do that is just to say your favorite. What is your favorite?
So. Yeah, you're right.
And then it just becomes total subjective.
That's true, because somebody's favorite might be Lemmy Kilmister. Somebody's favorite might be Kronos from Venom. I mean, who's to say? Right. Right.
100%. Right. Lemmy, exactly. Lemmy's a great example. Lemmy is a guy that was nobody would sit there and say is a great singer. But is to you or to me or to somebody, you might love his voice and what he does. So there you go. Somebody might not think Keith Richards is a great singer. Nobody would sit there and tell you he technically is a great singer. But that just might be your taste. Ace Frehley, same thing. Never thought of as a great singer, but people love his character and his voice on the songs. So I think I agree with you that that's where kind of the lane is. And the next time we do it, it should just be framed as your favorite.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And I agree with that, because a lot of people are batting it around on the fan page last night, and it's like, yeah, and they were like, why does Eddie say that this one doesn't count or that one doesn't count? I was like, well, first of all, it's his fucking show. Let's open with that. But yeah, you're right. That does sound like two different shows. I get what you're saying.
And at the end of the day, let's be honest. Whether people are talking about people discussing and debating it online, that's good. I mean, that's good. That should happen. Agree, disagree, and the same on the air. But at the end of the day, it's all opinion and subjective anyway. There's no right or wrong. I was just trying to get to the virtuoso guys, the guys. My initial thought was the guys that you look at and you're like, wow, how can they do both things so well? And, if you take somebody like Lemmy, nobody's saying that about his voice. But if your voice, if you love that voice, then that's your guy. That's why I look at it as two different things.
Yeah, fair enough, man. But I just figured I'd throw it out there to you, and I'm going to give you my top five. And I know my top two check all the both boxes that you're talking about. The others are a little subjective, but I think certainly dual threat forces. My number five is Jerry Cantrell, and I love his guitar playing. I love his singing. He's always been at least 50% of Alice in Chains' singing. I think he sounds great on his solo stuff, too. Number four, I'm going to give some female representation because, Lizzie Hale might not be a virtuoso on the guitar. She's really good at playing it, but her voice is certainly a powerhouse, and she's a pianist as well. So I think Lizzie Hale's at least a dual threat. Sully Erna is kind of a quadruple threat. I love Sully's voice. It might not be Jeff Tate or something like that. I think he has an amazing voice. He's a great drummer. He's a decent guitar player, and he's also a pianist. Now, my number two and one, obviously, you're going to be all in on. My number two is Glenn Hughes, and my number one, who I think has the voice of an angel, and he is a virtuoso / shredder, Richie Kotzen.
Yeah, I mean, to me, thank you, Ray. Appreciate it. Keep everybody calm down on that Facebook group. It's just fun. It's good. It's good that it trickles. It's good. The whole idea is to create debate and discussion and agree, disagree, whatever. But I understand the framing of it. And I think the next time we do it, favorite is the word we need. And that diffuses everything. And then you could come with anything you want. But yes, to me, Kotzen, which was his number one, is an ideal guy in this world because whether you know his stuff or not, his voice is incredible, his guitar playing is incredible, and yes, he's like a 5-time threat because he also plays drums, bass, keys, everything. So yeah, but he's not a household name, so that's why that's not going to come up that much. Glenn Hughes, same thing. Glenn is not a household name, believe it or not. He's just not. I love him. He's a legend, but he's not. But he is an extraordinary bass player, to my point yesterday that Satriani used him only on bass to prove that point. And vocally, he is just, people are just, who do know what he can do vocally still, it's crazy.